What's going on, YouTube? What it do? Hope everyone is having a good day today. Jumping on to do a today I thought I'd do a feminine reading. I don't know, I just felt called to do so. I already pulled a card out, which is Nature Spirits. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and help preserve life on Earth. What I was getting from this card is I feel like feminine energies are being called to really tap into nature. What's today? Saturday. September. So fall is right around the corner. You know, it's more so getting in touch with Earth, getting in touch with all the animals, speaking to them. Being around them, just enjoying what Mother Nature has created, really. The trees, the grass, the bushes, the frogs, butterflies, bees. Just don't get stung, but I don't know, just being out there in nature is very heavy for the feminine energy. Let me see. You know, as long as you're kind of like an honest person, as long as you're authentic, animals will show up to you. Like, they just are attracted to the type of being that you are. I know for me, whenever I'm outside, I won't ever see any animals. But as soon as I get out there, it's my backyard or even front patio just becomes like a zoo. There's all types. I hear birds closer than I ever heard them before. I start seeing ants piling up. Wasp for sure. You know, you get attracted, or they're attracted to you. Feminine energy goes for male or female. It's energy. It's what you embody in a moment in time, that time. I think this message is more for the individuals who like nature. This message is more for the individuals who enjoy animals, who is not afraid to actually go outside and, you know, mosquitoes gonna fly to you. Because I know some individuals don't like nature or animals. But I now feel like this is more for the, I guess you can say, the outdoor feminine energy type. If you're more outdoorsy, this message will be for you. Let's tap in and see what we should get, or what the universe is up to. That was a bad shuffle. Let's do it again. All right, universe. What are the messages for my for the yin energy, feminine energy for today? See, my cards never fall, but whenever I get on camera, they just want to dance on the floor. And I don't understand this. What are the messages, spirits? Provide me the messages that my feminine yin energy need to hear. What would you like them to know? Okay. It's the way I flipped it. The Hangman. What do they need to know, spirits? So for some of you, we'll need to step outside and just, now when I mean step outside, it's not like, you know, going outside for 10, 15 minutes. You actually have to just be out there. You know, if you're fortunate to have a lounging chair outside of your place, even a hammock, just be out there. Like sitting out there for, I mean, every individual is different. I would venture to say an hour and a half plus. It's gonna be good for you. Like, and some will even be called to just go outside. I know for me, I'm out there every day, just chilling. Have the Hangman, Page of Wands, Seven of Swords. Now, being out in nature is going to, what it does is, obviously we know being, I don't want to say this, you're gonna get tapped in. You know, with the Hangman, you can clearly see how he has the halo on his head. But what I'm feeling is that for some individuals, you're being called to go outside and just be there, because that's when ideas are going to start coming to you. There is no clarification of what those ideas are, but it's just more so you'll start to think of projects to do. You'll start to think of, you know, things to write if you're writing a book, maybe a screenplay, whatever it is, the ideas are going to start coming to you more because you're letting go, or you're away from the distracting elements of things. With Seven of Swords beyond here, it's heavily what I'm feeling is like, well, number one, this is the distraction, but you'll also be able to see BS way more clearly. Like anything that's gonna come for you in a negative way, any one body that's gonna come towards you, you know, with whatever, you'll just be able to detect it more. You'll be able to just see it, not even pay attention to it for some. Clear your mind and just be. For some, it will be easy. For others, it'll be a little bit more challenging. But as long as you can make yourself just vibe out outside. So what will be happening to the certain feminine energy spirits? I know we're being called outside. Nature, trees, even if you have pets, you know, take them outside with you. Just think of it like this. You take a dog or a cat outside and, you know, they're going to play for a while. But if you really watch them, they start to chill. They'll lay down. They'll just be, like they're being. Once they, you know, stop being active, I mean, cats not really, but mostly dogs. You can learn a lot from a dog, specifically. Their ears are just perked up, but they're just listening. They're watching. What's going on in their heads, you know? You will never be able to know. But you look at them and you just see how they're chill. They don't have a phone. They don't have friends. They're just being. And I know for a lot of, I think this message is for the individuals who do too much. Some of the feminine energy, male or female, you guys are probably doing a little bit too much in your day-to-day life, and you're needing to just slow way the hell down. You know, going back to the animals, well, specifically talking about cats and dogs. Well, that's dogs. Because they're not distracted and they're very, like, in the moment, if you are a good person and you're just kind of like so happen to walk by, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, you know, they're gonna be chilled out. They might even get up and they'll walk to you. But for the certain individuals who are, you know, sneaky, deceptive, and nasty, and not really good people, you'll see how they start to bark. Bark, bark, bark. Get away from my house, you know, like they're just that protective type of individuals. For some of pet owners, I'm sure you've seen that. But for the pet owners, I want you to really pay attention to your animals. Like if you take them outside, pay attention to what they do. Now for some of them, you know, they are nervous and scared and really don't want to be out there. But if you're able to bring them out and just vibe out with them, they might get used to it. But I know some just don't like outdoors, period. You could take a rabbit outside. Any animal, I mean, there's not really that many animals that. Now, if you own, wild animals like a lion, I don't know about that. They belong in the wild anyway. But anyways, I digress. Let's see what else the universe has to say. Being in the hangman, you are just being out there and tapping in. Distractions, we're mostly talking about distractions, getting away from, just, if we could read a book. I know for me, I really want to start, I'm already out there anyways, outside, so I really want to start like reading books. Because I'm out there, and yes, I listen to music, sometimes YouTube videos, but it hits different when you have nothing in your hand. But sometimes, if you do have a book or something, you can even be out there and paint. You can do so much things outside. Planting, cutting the grass, trimming the hedges, being outside is just called. You just go outside, find something to do outside. Enjoy that kid in you. When you were a kid, you never really wanted to be inside the house. Well, I know for me, I was always outside playing with the mud. If it was raining and the rain stopped, I'm already out there playing with the water. I guess you can say there's more to do outside. And for some individuals, you guys have gotten a little older, so being outside doesn't really cut it for you. But I don't know, it's there's so much to do outdoors. In the neighborhood that I live now, if I'm in the front patio, anybody I see walking or driving, they're always saying hi. That was never really the case where I was at in Florida. But here in Georgia, people really do like being outdoors here. They're comfortable in being outdoors. If you see somebody, say hi. I don't know, I know I sound like a broken record, but go outside. Go out. Walk in the rain if you have to. My God, just be out there. Let me see. Tell me about the Hangman spirits. Get 2 cards, please. Okay, 2 cards. 4 of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. So, Pentacles is earth energy. You will have more of an appreciation for being outside. You will find less enjoyment being in the house. Now, don't get me wrong, being in the house is good too. But there are those times when you're called to do something a little bit different than you were doing before. So I know, within the next few days, few weeks, even few months, being outside will be beneficial for you. Because all in all, what you really want to happen is to stop doing the things that you've been doing and just do something different. You know, waking up, going to work, whatever it is that you've been doing and you've been doing it for a long time, it does get tiring. But for some individuals, you will never really see it. You will never really, feel it until you do something different. Four of Cups, of course, you're gonna start to understand and realize, oh, these distractions that I'm partaking in, yes, they're fun, but they're only something in a moment in time. Like I was saying about the dogs, they're just when I was saying talk to the animals, it's obviously this message is for a certain outdoors individual. If you've never really enjoyed being outside, or if you've never actually find or had to be outdoors, it will be difficult. Of course, start off slow, but find a park. Find a park. Listen to the kids play. Even earlier today, I was in the back patio, and a few houses down, I seen, a mom and a dad and a little girl, and she was just on the swing having the time of her life. Like, I could tell she was just enjoying being outside. The only, I guess, annoying thing is the fact that I realize that we are in a very technological world. So when she goes back inside, she might just pop up the TV on, or if she has an iPad or a little, distraction, she will get back to being distracted. But in that moment in time, she was enjoying life. She really was. And I don't know, it in that moment in time, I was happy that she was happy. Not a care in the world is what I remember saying. Like, she was just good to go. For certain individuals, I know you're going to be complaining about, oh, it's too hot, it's this, it's that. Well, fall is right around the corner, so it won't be that hot. Mosquitoes and flies are, I won't lie, they are annoying. But if you have a pool, that's even better. Just be outside. It doesn't have to be for long, but that's a muscle that you have to grow. Fortunately for me, I do have like the front and the back. There's an overhead, so I never really touch the sun at all unless I want to. But if you're at a place, even if you're like, let's just say, Florida or Texas, where it's hot, yeah, I can understand, because I'm already feeling that. But when the sun goes down and it's not that hot, you can go out there. You'll find enjoyment. It may seem boring for some, but you'll find enjoyment. What I really want to start doing, or maybe doing a few times, is, having breakfast or having dinner outside. That sounds fun. I probably won't. I don't know. I probably won't. You can even camp outside too. Like, just be outdoors. I probably won't. I don't know how I feel about camping. I'd always want to do it, but I'd have to know I'm going to be secured throughout the whole night. I'm sorry, I'm that paranoid. I don't want no animals pulling up on me, deers or anything. I mean, deers are fine. They're not harmful, but that's something I'm probably not too comfortable with. But all in all, just go out there. It's kind of like a quick message. Let me get a, no, today is the 14th, so there's new moon energy. What are we, what are we manifesting on this new moon? What are we speaking on? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So I'm not telling you guys, collective, to go outside, but it is a very strong recommendation. And for some individuals, you probably don't even need me to tell you. You'll do it. You'll feel like you have to do it. And if you're seeing this message, you'll probably, there's confirmation for you. Whatever you can do, however long you can be outside, just go out there. As a matter of fact, being out there earlier today, I started seeing leaves falling. And I looked at the calendar, I was like, oh, next week, I think it's next week, is the start of fall. And I'm actually living, in a state where I can see the changes. And that's kind of, that's kind of cool for me. At least for me, that's kind of cool. Go outside and, it is annoying because now pretty soon we're going to be raking and picking up leaves, but then again, that's being outside. But yeah. Well, I think that's the message. Feminine energy. But yeah, guys, you're safe. You'll be good. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Later.